How to use the Equipoint Partner System. To log in, simply go to the equipointsystems.com homepage and enter your user ID and password. Then click the button System Login. If you need to return to a previous page, do not click the back button. Instead, click Home in the top menu bar. For enrolling a new member to your group, first, go to your group admin name and hit the Use Group button. Under Membership, click Enroll Member. Choose a subgroup from the drop-down menu at the top, then fill out primary member information and the appropriate mailing address. Information highlighted in blue is required, while grayed out information is not. When you're done filling out the required information, click Continue. Now you can add dependents to the application. Simply enter information under the Spouse and Child headings. You can also click the Additional Child button to add another entry for a dependent child. If there are no dependents, simply hit the Skip Adding Dependents button at the top. Select an effective date for the plan to begin, the setup package, and the plan type. Then click Add Selected Plan. There will be a page where you can review all of the coverage information entered. From here, you can change information and hit Update Member or Add Remove Dependents if needed. Once all the information is verified as correct, click the Authorize button at the bottom of the page. There will be a final coverage review page. You can then return to the main menu to see that the employee has appeared under the Enrollment Manager. Select View Enrollee to review all of the employee's information. How to update demographic info. After selecting the right group, click the View Enrollee button. From the list of names on the lower right, pick the member whose demographics you want to change. All of the demographics can be seen under the Dependent Name header. Simply change the information needed from there, then click the Submit Dependent Information button to update it. To terminate coverage for an enrollee, find the name of the employee on the lower right-hand side of the page. Hit the Term button under Term Date. Under Qualifying Event, select the reason that the coverage is being terminated from the drop-down menu. Enter the date of the qualifying event, as well as the plan termination date. Select a term disposition code that accurately describes why the plan has been terminated. Click Terminate this enrollee. The name will appear grayed out in the lower right. They will also be listed as inactive in the Enrollee Manager. To terminate coverage for a dependent, you can determine how many dependents are covered by looking under the Active Dependents header on the lower right of the Enrollee Manager screen. First, click Term next to the name of the dependent that will be removed. Next to Qualifying Event, select the reason they will no longer be covered from the drop-down menu. Fill out the date of the qualifying event and the date that the plan will be terminated. Select a term disposition code that accurately describes why the plan has been terminated. Click Terminate this dependent. The dependent will no longer be listed under active dependents. How to add a dependent to an existing enrollee's plan. From the Enrollee Manager, select Add Dependent from the sidebar. Fill out all of the required information, which is highlighted in green. Select whether the dependent is a spouse or a child next to Dependent Type. Click the Submit Dependent Information button at the bottom of the page. The Add Dependent to Plans header will appear at the bottom of the screen. To add the dependent to the plan, fill out the date that the plan will begin and the effective qualifying event. Click the Add to Plans button. The dependent's name will now be visible under Active Dependents on the side menu. To reactivate a medical plan, select Edit next to the plan that you want to reactivate. Simply click the Restore button to immediately reactivate the plan. The plan will appear as active in the coverage listing. To reactivate a medical plan with a gap, look under the Add Available Plans heading. Plans that are available will be listed in green. Select a plan, then fill out the date that the plan will become effective. You can also select dependents that will be covered. When everything is set up correctly, click the Add Plans button. The plan will now appear under the Active Coverage Listing heading. How to change a plan tier. After clicking View Enrollee, click the Eligibility button next to the plan you want to change. From the drop-down menu, select the appropriate qualifying event for why the plan has changed. Fill in the date of the qualifying event, as well as the date that the change in plan will occur. Select the appropriate term disposition code from the drop-down menu. Under the Covered column, select who you want to add to the plan or deselect whoever will be removed from the plan. You will see the change in plan under the Tier column on the previous menu. How to pull a census. From the PCS Enrollment Manager, go to the Reporting tab. Under Reporting, click Census. Fill out the start and end date of the time period you want to pull a census from. Fill out census conditions. At least one must be selected, and empty conditions will be ignored. Select any additional options needed under Census Options, then click Run Report. A download button will appear below Run Report. Click it to download the census. You can open the census as an Excel spreadsheet. How to request a fulfillment package. After selecting View Enrollee to be taken to the Enrollee Manager menu, find Fulfillments in the menu on the right. Click Fulfillments. Click the Request New Fulfillment button next to Fulfillment Kits. Leave the date and version of the fulfillment blank, as coordinators will fill this in for you.